Today, we're going to take a look at the collaboration between Nike, Paris Saint-Germain and the Jordan brand in what is one of the most hyped moves of the year. Now, we've already seen the Jumpman in football on Neymar's boots a couple of years back, but now it's going to be everywhere. The PSG shirts, the apparel, the Jordan 5 sneakers, and of course also the Nike Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite and the Nike Phantom Vision Elites. And to show you guys what the boots look like in action on the pitch, I'm gonna take them for a little spin. And at the same time, I've sent out our resident sneaker lover Jolter to take a look at the kicks. But if you're sat out there thinking, I need these and I need them badly right now, well, you should hurry up and go to unisportstore.com from the link I'm gonna leave on the screen right over there. The story of the Jumpman in football started with the Neymar and Jordan collaboration in 2016. But now, Nike have mixed football and basketball to merge two of their biggest lifestyle and performance beacons in a completely kick-ass collection to bring the Jordan hype to football as well. The boots are inspired by the rest of the collection, which PSG will wear in the Champions League, but of course donning the Jordan Jumpman logo on the chest instead of the normal Nike swoosh, in a move that's more or less unprecedented in the world of football. But back to the boots here, they're taking on this amazing black and red colorway that makes us talk about a serious pair full of heat here. There's the Jordan Jumpman logo on the back, pretty visible if you ask me, and then we're talking this slick carbon fiber-like main colorway to make the boots look every bit as classy as you would expect from a collaboration like that. And can I just say that I really appreciate the looks of the Vapor 12 Elites. Now, it's not a one-to-one replica, but it definitely gives me the feels of that ultra-limited Nike Finite Ultra in black and red. So if you're still crying about missing out on those, well, you definitely don't want to sleep on these.
Now, the Jordan 5 on the other hand is essentially an all-black high-top sneaker with references both to the city of Paris and of course PSG, the club. And to me, this collaboration simply comes down to the fact that Nike wanted to celebrate their great relationship with PSG by giving them one of the most iconic Jordans out there, of course, along with all the other stuff J-Mike already showed you. Now, if we look at the sneaker closer, obviously we have a super stealthy all-black upper that kind of feels like a soft mix of suede and nubuck. And at least for me, the first thing I noticed when I picked these shoes up from the box is the PSG logo on the heel, where in the middle we have the iconic Jumpman logo. And if we turn the shoes upside down, we're gonna see the same logo on the bottom of the shoe as well. But that's not it. There are even more, because obviously on the outside and the inside, underneath this little netting area, we have a text saying Paris, and the A in the word Paris is again replaced with the Jumpman logo. So that's obviously a nice touch as well. And the last thing I wanted to point out is the number 75 that's stitched around the heel area. Now, it's not just any random number Jordan brand came up with. According to my knowledge, and please correct me in the comment section below if you know this story better, the number 75 is a zip code in Paris. Specifically, the very central Paris, where the zip codes starts with number 75 and then something, something, something. And in general, to me, it's just a super dope looking pair of sneakers. I love my blackout shoes, and my only complaint is the PSG logo on the heel. I'm fine with having the PSG logo on the bottom of the shoe, but as a Chelsea fan, yeah, I'm sure you guys know where I'm coming from. Regardless, super dope looking pair of shoes. I'm loving it.
And while the boots definitely look the business on feet, it is primarily the visual side of things that have changed on the collaboration pack here, because looking at them from a tech perspective, they are more or less the same, with one exception though. Now, the Vapor 12 Elite here is still equipped with this one-piece Finite upper that completely wraps the foot. It has the speed ribs engineered into the toe box to give you better grip on the ball. And of course, it also has the anatomical sole plate that lets you kind of sink into the boot and feel more at one with it. And then there is the change, because on the normal Vapor 12 Elite, you have the Nike Skin silicone coating, going from a solid coating on the bottom and then gradually changing to become more and more a free Finite upper here up towards the laces. But on this one, it's actually a full silicone coating going all the way up to the laces. And the reason for that is that if they didn't do it, Nike simply wouldn't be able to use this silver dotted graphical pattern all over the Vapors because they can't paint the Finite. And while it is indeed a little bit stiffer compared to the normal Vapor 12s, I don't think too many people will actually take notice or even care about it, for that matter. The Phantom Vision is basically like you would expect. There's an internal quad-fit mesh sock for lockdown and strength. Then we have a very thin and extremely flexible Finite outer shell for comfort that is in turn coated with this micro-textured silicone film to give you grip on the ball no matter the situation or the weather conditions. And then of course we have the lace cover that covers up the ghost laces to give you a bigger, cleaner striking surface. And in all honesty, the Phantom Visions are very good boots, just like the Vapor 12s. And honestly, I wouldn't mind wearing any of them on the pitch. If I had to choose, it would be the Vapor 12s. But that's just the way it goes. But one thing is looking good on the pitch. How about off it, Jolter?
Now, looks-wise on feet, to me, the Jordan 5 is an absolute killer. And it's crazy to think about that this model originally came out all the way back in 1990. That's 28 years ago. Obviously, it was Michael Jordan's 5th signature model that he was rocking when he was still bossing the NBA. And to me, this colorway in general reminds me a lot of one of the OG colorways of the Jordan 5 called the Metallic 5s. It has a big tongue that actually says Paris on the flip side of it, and the tongue itself is reflective, which is a fun fact. And in general, it just has a lot of oomph and physical presence to it, which is something I enjoy a lot. And I love to combine these with a very relaxed pair of sweatpants or even jeans. And in general, it's crazy to think about how far the Jordan brand has come. Imagine if all of a sudden rappers, actors and celebrities started wearing indoor football shoes in their everyday wardrobe. We'll see if that day ever comes, but until then, I will always be happy rocking my Jordan 5s.
But hold on a second, Jordan is a basketball brand. What's that doing on a Champions League kit and some football boots?
And while this could definitely seem a little bit weird, it actually makes a ton of sense to me when you think about it, because combining one of the coolest brands in football right now, PSG, especially with Neymar and Mbappe up front, with one of Nike's other big hype brands, is actually more or less a no-brainer, especially because it consolidates the Jordan brand's hype within Europe and also turns PSG even more into a lifestyle brand than it already is. Plus, you and me, we get these hella cool boots. Everybody's winning. So no matter what you think, there's no denying that this is going to be one of the hype releases this year within football. But what do you guys actually think about the whole PSG-Jordan collaboration? Is it a hit, or have Nike simply taken it too far? Well, let us know in the comment section if it is a hit or if it's a bit shit. Well, if you do think that it is a big hit and you need yourself a pair, well, you can actually go and cop either the boots, the sneakers, the shirts, the apparel, everything you need by clicking the link and go to unisportstore.com right over there. Now, of course, also don't forget to go subscribe to our channel with the notifications on, as we're basically going to throw a lot of awesome football content straight at you. And finally, if you want to learn some cool flick-ups that you've probably never seen before, click the video right down there. With that said, guys, I'm signing off. Cheerio.